Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone and Bill here for Total Nonstop Impact talk for Impact fans. But we got some breaking news that happened tonight. Bill, and you're live from not too far away. Where are you, Bill?
I am back at the hotel in Orlando, but I was there in Jacksonville at Daly's place tonight as the Good Brothers, Too Sweet,
boom,
invaded All Elite Wrestling in the main event between Kenny Omega defending the title with Don Callis, the Invisible Hand, against former Impact superstar Ray Phoenix. Now.
Yeah, former Lucha Underground champ, former tag champ for Impact Wrestling, along with he wasn't tag champ. He was or was he?
They held the tag titles.
Yeah, with Pentagon. Yeah.
Yeah, when they were going back and forth with LAX. Yep.
Sorry, folks. It's a little after dark. Yes, it's a little dark here. It's getting a little fuzzy. It's late at night. So, yeah, I just got done doing Smash This podcast, and if you haven't seen the review for tonight's AEW Dynamite, the first Dynamite of the new year, 2021, by all means, go check that out. Cheap plug. But the big news coming out of this is they are putting the band back together, and it includes Impact Wrestling's Tag Team Champions finally made an appearance on AEW Dynamite. What a hell of a way to kick off the year. And I especially wanted to get you on here, Bill, because you were there live. Talk about the crowd response as this last few minutes of the show happened.
Well, I was there back in November, my first time at the Daly's Place venue during the pandemic. A lot more people there. So more loud crowd. And obviously this was a very hyped show. The stuff with Snoop Dogg and all. So they were pretty geeked up, the crowd. But this happened. And Kenny gets heat. Kenny is getting heat at AEW. So he was already getting heat. So the Good Brothers just kind of piling on in this, and obviously we got to go through how that ended. And Jon Moxley comes out, and they actually are attacking Jon Moxley, who's obviously he might be the number one face in the company. So they're gonna get heat, and that's good. Like I did hear near my area, someone say TNA sucks. Like. That's kind of what you expect to hear. But I think they did a great job. Like I was thrilled with it. I think this was a great way to do it. They've been teasing that. They've been mentioning by name the Bullet Club on Impact TV the last couple of weeks. And
they have not been shy about it.
No, and obviously the Bucks have been teasing stuff with the Good Brothers. I think a lot of people thought that meant a match. Maybe it will wind up being a match at some point, but right now it's the band back together. Bullet Club, baby, for life.
Well, they did announce that on Dynamite next week, it's gonna be Gallows and Anderson and Kenny Omega in a match.
So that's actually going to happen before Hard to Kill.
Yes.
So a little bit of a test run. Do we know their opponents?
We do not.
Ooh.
So we don't know if it's going to be
Lucha Brothers and Moxley. Would they go that big on a TV show?
Oh, I don't know.
Just based on who was involved in this incident.
I mean, that would really blow the roof off. I think they would maybe save that for another time because, I mean, they really, as much as they worked over Mox tonight with the baseball bat. Looks like we're gonna get someone joining us. Awesome.
Yeah. Just started, but breaking news. Hey, breaking news. You got to take it as it comes, right? This is breaking news.
Right.
We can't sit on breaking news.
No. no. I wanted to get this going as quick as possible. Bill, I know you had to get back to the hotel and get set up as much as you could. I know you got a good buddy with you there.
Yeah, he stepped out of the room, but yeah, my good buddy Dave, he's down here for the trip. But yeah, a lot of time on the road today. Went all across the state of Florida today.
So yeah, we're not sure where. I mean, there was a lot of people involved at the end of the show because Eddie Kingston's crew, with the Butcher and the Blade, attacked Pentagon and Pac. So
Correct.
No one was there in a sense. In quick thinking, no one was there to help Phoenix.
Yeah, which he made a point of saying is, oh, no one's here to help you. No one's here to help you.
So it's really, it's really up in the air. We'll have to see which way they go with this. Do they pick like up and comers like Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. or something? Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
there he is.
Correct.
Didn't know we're doing this. I just saw the message that we're doing this late night TNI.
Breaking news. We got to get crazy.
Good call. Proud of you guys. Good call on the breaking news. It's gonna happen.
We try.
Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. I assume we're talking about the band getting back together here, huh?
Huge news. The band's back.
Yeah, we finally saw. And look, and this is something that I know Impact Wrestling fans, especially Impact Wrestling fans that maybe don't watch AEW Dynamite on a regular basis, but they're still following the storylines. Like Trent, you don't watch a lot of AEW,
right?
And that's understandable. And you've been waiting for some kind of back and forth between the brands, something happening here, something happened over here. Mm-hmm. We had to wait to get through the holidays, and especially all the stuff with Brody Lee. This was the perfect time to really set things in motion. So, as someone who doesn't watch AEW Dynamite on a regular basis, what is your first response to this, Trent, seeing this kind of news?
It's the first shot. That's what I like about it. Okay, we got something finally. It's been the big complaint. Like, me and Alicia have been probably the most vocal out of our group about how we're not seeing anything happening on our side. It's like we're giving a lot and not getting anything. Now, in this case, Gallows and Anderson are they're still on the other side, but it is the Impact tag belts making the appearance. That's the first, dip of the toe in the water on this. And that's what I like. At least you had the Impact tag team titles on TNT tonight. That's huge. That, to me, that logo being on their TV tonight is what I like to see. That was cool. And
I especially wanted to let you, when you have time, Trent, I want you to go on the AEW page, and I'm sure everybody and their uncle is going to share the last couple minutes is when Gallows and Anderson first jump into the ring.
I did see it.
Yeah. You did see it. Okay. I want to take note, and that's one thing that we always talk about as far as commentary. How is commentary responding to this? Tony Schiavone and Jericho were absolutely losing their mind when Gallows and Anderson jumped the ring, and they made a huge deal out of it. Like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? They don't even work here.
That's what you got to do. That's what we always talk about. That's what needs to be done. You gotta act like it's a big deal. You can't take it so casually. That's a big complaint we've had. A lot of the AEW fans had that about Impact commentary when Omega showed up. That was a big complaint. We can't dance around it, and that was something. But that right there, what Rex is saying, they don't work here.
Yeah, that was one of the. That was one of they don't work here. Yeah, Tony and Jericho going back and forth, just
Jericho's
absolutely great. Yeah. Jericho was 1,000% channeling like his inner today. Like, oh my God,
I want to ask Bill. Bill was there. Let the hell with us, Bill. You were. What's that vibe, man? You were on site.
Well, it was. I was telling Jay, it was compared to November, much bigger crowd. So a lot more people. So it was louder. People, and obviously it was a big show. The Snoop Dogg stuff. And obviously it was a loaded card. Each of the all the matches went long tonight. So it was more of like a pay-per-view type card as opposed to regular TV. So they were pretty invested. And I was telling Jay, like, Kenny is a heel there. Not many people in AEW are heels. He is a heel. He does get heat there.
Well, it's
maybe
big complaint on them. They're not really big on heat.
No.
So if he's getting heat,
maybe 80% heat he gets, maybe an 80-20 split. But obviously when then the Moxley comes out, number one over babyface, that helps the heat. And then the Good Brothers come out and attack him. So then then the crowd's pretty much that 80 went to 95% heat for the Good Brothers. And I was telling Jay, I did hear like one random TNA sucks. So there's a little bit, and I did wind up going with I showed Jay the Hard to Kill shirt just because it was pretty chilly. So I threw that over the Rich Swann. But I did get a comment as I'm walking in. Someone's like, "Oh man, great show last night." Obviously, there are people there watching it. They want to admit it or not. Obviously, we had trolls go into our chat. Like
they were saying about our show. Great show for us.
Oh yeah, great show about Impact.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So
we know. We know they're there. We know guys are watching.
But obviously, but the Impact product too. I think that obviously Kenny's getting the eyes on everything. So, and I don't know if you heard, Jay just said it right before you came on here. Next week, before Hard to Kill, Kenny and the Good Brothers are going to fight on TNT.
Holy crap! So it's against three of their guys, I assume.
Yeah. We don't know who.
We don't know. We have to wait. We're going to see how and when they promote it. But they did one of those parking lot quick interviews, online exclusives after the show went off the air.
Okay.
Marvez getting that hot scoop.
I still stand by net. Like we were talking in our group chat, and Alicia and I were saying too that you got to have Swan and the Guns make some kind of appearance. I mean that you got to hit the fire back on the go home show. You got to have some. You know,
I might have missaid that. I thought they said the Good. Oh, you know what? They did say the Elite. They did say Kenny and the Young Bucks. I thought he said Gallows and Anderson. I thought it was
okay. No fake wrestling news. No fake wrestling.
But they could. But they certainly could be with them. It would only make sense.
You got to have something like something's because it's the go home week. That's the thing. So you got to pull it out. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it then. And that's
but I understand the pause button because we've had the hints the last few weeks of Bullet Club.
Yeah,
that's what we got tonight. We got Bullet Club. If you had Rich Swann or the Guns come out, you risk obviously if you just had the Bullet Club together and you have them come out, you risk that crowd not accepting that. And it blows up in your face.
That's very true. This was the reaction to what was the reaction live on this? How that? I mean, it's not a full show, obviously, but what's the reaction live with their people tonight? How did that crowd take it, Bill?
I thought everyone thought it was a good show. They were at the end, like as they go off the air, they're still in the ring. They slowly kind of saunter off. You see, Jay took this backstage photo for the background.
Yeah.
So obviously, I think you're going to see this sit with people and trend more into the morning, really sink in because there was that delay with the Young Bucks. Like I know Dave was there going, "Oh, they're going to super kick him," because we've seen them do that a lot. I'm your friend, but I'm not your friend. But they did the too sweet. They did the. They got the band back together. It's official. Bullet Club for life. Now what happens there? How's the Elite? And I don't even know who the Elite is anymore. We'll see. We'll see next week. We'll see if anything happens on Impact Tuesday first before Wednesday.
You got to go loaded both shows to next week. It's got to be balls out. I'm talking like Impact's got to have a shot fired, and then they got to be on. It's got to be on AEW. Like it can't just be the Good Brother. You got to have at least Swan. You know, he's the hood ornament. Swan, like I've been saying since the beginning. Even if you show where Swan is trying to get into their building, into Daly's place, and the security's like stopping him or something, just to show that, hey, our guy's not scared of you either. And then there you go. You instantly give your match credibility by saying, hey, their guys aren't scared. It's not just you guys coming in here one-upping us. Our guys are coming after you too. That's the only thing I'm saying. You got to have something where it's a call back to them. So.
Yeah,
but either way, it was the first shot today. I like to see that. At least we got something.
Yeah, I think you're right with next week. Next week is really how they treated. Like now, you gotta mention Hard to Kill. There's no way Hard to Kill isn't mentioned next Wednesday on TNT. There's no way. It has to be. It has to be mentioned.
I think it's time for a TV ad from Scott.
Maybe we get that.
That'd be funny. You start having Scott buy ads. You know, like there's got to be something on the pushback, because it's right now AEW is the bully, right? The Tonys are bullies. You know, the Bullet Club guys are bullies. Like it's just like the other guys aren't getting anything. So it's got to be a little shot fired back. At least something to sell Hard to Kill next Saturday.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So what, Bill, you there tomorrow too? There's a taping tomorrow?
No, there's no. This is the only taping they're doing. So that was it tonight. I have some other shows, more deathmatch stuff. No Peace Underground Friday, and ICW No Holds Barred Saturday.
So
Florida's pretty much open. We like to call it the Wild West. They are kudos to them. They are doing like temperature checks, making sure people have their masks on. So they're doing a pretty good job with that. But I did run into another a guy named Ralph that used to be at all the old TNA shows down at the Impact Zone in Orlando. Oh, yeah. He's been going to the shows, and we talked, and he's probably going to go to these other shows that I'm going to later this week. So always good to see, because it is just for anyone that doesn't know, the AEW crew down there, like we know Ingrid, the floor manager. Yeah. Before Ingrid, it was Stevie in TNA. She does it for AEW. Bob Rosen does the ring. He did it for TNA. He was TNA's guy. And his whole crew is there. So there's a ton of old TNA/Impact faces down there.
Bill, the tunnels are there. The tunnels are there. The tunnels, for God's sake.
So it is. And I was even talking to someone. They're like, the music they even play, like between stuff, is the music they play at the Impact Zone.
So it's got to be like a similar production crew. I mean, it's got
very similar. Very similar.
I mean, Kevin Sullivan.
And we know it's Kevin Sullivan. He did it up until Sahara.
Yeah. He took some people with him, I guess. I don't know names or anything, but yeah.
They literally work upstairs from the Impact. It's funny, like the Skyway shots you see on Impact, that's Impact's floor. The other guys were just upstairs. I guess I saw Sully when I was down there for Bound for Glory. He's like, "Hey, Trent, nice to finally meet you." I'm like, "Holy shit, Kevin Sullivan!" I'm like, what the hell?
I will say this, Trent, and I know you'll appreciate this because we discussed it so many times. The miking of the ring, because it's not a full house, you can tell how loud they mic the ring at AEW. Everything's like boom, pow. It's like 60s Batman style. Like you hear every little thing so loud. And it's just like, what a difference between an Impact or another show and them and like a WWE, which really emphasizes that sound. Now, without a crowd, it sounds a little awkward. It's too loud. But there's that fine line because you hear everything.
Well, yeah, and you got to think there's a lot of factors. It's an open air atmosphere.
Yeah,
it's significantly cold. I think the cold air affects sound too, in a kind of a weird.
And it was pretty cold.
We're pretty cold down there, Bill. Okay.
Oh yeah. Like I think it's pretty much like 70s during the day, but at night you're talking Like, I think it was in the low 50s.
Kudos to them because they have that arena. The Khan family owns the arena also. I mean, they're able to at least have some people. That's nobody's doing that now.
Oh, wait, one of our favorites, Dead Punk, Keith Mitchell in the truck.
That's right, Keith Mitchell in the truck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, totally.
Keith Mitchell in the truck. Yeah, he's there too. I mean, it really, and Keith Mitchell's a WCW guy. I mean, this goes back generations at this point. There's a lot of history in there. So, no, definitely, guys. It's almost like it makes sense that they're working together. Like it's these two, and then the WWE's over here doing their thing and just upsetting everybody. But well, it's interesting, Bill. I thought they were taping tomorrow too. I thought it's a 2-part. This whole New Year's.
Well, it wouldn't shock me. Like, I know they've been doing dark without fans, so they might be filming more dark segments. I figured earlier in the day, but maybe tomorrow, like maybe when they're bringing in talent, they're doing it for 2 days, but only 1 day with fans. Now they will have part 2 of this show, this New Year's special, but that's next Wednesday.
Okay, so they're just doing another live one altogether next Wednesday. Gotcha. Okay, so then that means then something fresh is going to happen. I mean that's
Correct.
Where it leads me to believe that there's more that could possibly happen here. Okay, interesting, guys. This is gonna be a fun little. I mean, the Hard to Kill build is gonna be interesting at this point, and we got some ammo here at least.
Yeah. The tag champs will be. They made an appearance on TNT tonight. They now once again they made. I know a lot of people were saying they made Rich and the Guns maybe look weak with the beatdowns, but
it's the only thing. Yeah.
Now they did the same thing to John Moxley.
Right. Okay. So maybe
notice
the Gun
number 1 PWI. Remember, so
interesting. Okay. What are you gonna say, Jay?
And notice how we're trying to get not necessarily a scoop, but just kind of feel out Sammy last night about this whole thing, and he was very tight-lipped. So does it mean anything? No, but now knowing what happened tonight with the attack on Moxley, and obviously who would be the closest connection to Moxley in Impact Wrestling if they were going to further this and grow the rivalry out a little here with this way, that way, with this group of people, this guy, that guy, or the women, it stepped it up a notch because it's not just the club versus Motor City Machine Guns and Swan. Now you got the club invading tonight, backing up Omega and attacking more people. So you got Phoenix involved, you got Pentagon involved, you got Pac involved. Even though it was Eddie Kingston and his crew, it's still in the same bubble. Moxley, and then you got everybody who tried to help Moxley, which is very unique because not a lot of people want to jump up and help Moxley. He's really in an island on his own, So this really did grow tonight. I don't want to overthink it, but the possibilities are certainly there for more now.
All right. Well, it's a waiting game. That's it. Just wait and see.
Just got to be patient. We got this tonight. That was a big step.
That was a big step. We got a little bit of a breather now. Genesis is going to happen on Saturday. You might get a little something. They might have taped something in the can to put in Genesis. I wouldn't doubt. That's why, everything this month is a must see. You can't miss any of it because Final Resolution, we didn't think they were going to do anything on Final Resolution, but they put something in there too. So, you never know when it's going to show up. So I recommend everybody keep your eyes peeled. Everything is a must see right now. So we'll see.
Yeah. You never know where it's going to expand to because we had no clue what was going to happen tonight. I think we were hoping that it was okay, it's the new year. The possibilities are there. We had, like I said, we had to get through the holidays. We had to get through the, tribute to Brody Lee and all that.
Yeah.
So they're switching gears now, which is great to see.
Yeah. Ooh, very interesting, man. We'll see what happens, guys. Anything else? Anything else to report? Bill, anything from the live scene?
Not too much, but I do want to say both Dave and I did get some meats from the ODB Meet and Greet. It was there. The jet stream was there. So it was great to see ODB there.
She's the best.
She is the best. She is the best. I got the double D meat in a cup.
What is it? What do you get with that?
Well, it was pulled pork, coleslaw, pickles, her signature sauce, beans.
Ooh. Her
all
sauce
mixed together.
That whiskey sauce that she has.
Yeah, it's got a little kick to it.
I bought it from her in Milwaukee, Jay, right by you at that Blizzard Brawl when she was there like 5 years ago. And
really?
I was like, geez, it's funny. The bottle is shaped like a flask if you want to buy it from her. So that's strong as shit. That's cool. She was there too. It's weird, man. Like you got ODB there, all the other former TNA stuff, and like I said, right on the Bob Rosen, the ring crew guy. It's so wacky to me. But
that is funny.
Yeah, it's very interesting though, guys. I think today we finally got a little something out of it. Like for me, the thing I like to see is, like I said earlier, just seeing the Impact titles show up on TNT. 900,000 people saw those belts tonight, and you have Jericho yelling, "The Impact Tag Team Champions, they don't work here." It's like you're letting them know,
yeah,
they're Impact guys. They're not Bullet Club guys. They're Impact guys.
That was big.
Yeah, that to me is the coolest part. You put the world title on their TV. Now you're cooking with fire. You know what I mean? Like that's when you're like, cool. We are endorsing you guys as much as you're putting us over on your show. We're putting you back over.
Yeah, I say the two things to look out for possibly are both what you just said, Rich Swann showing up maybe as early as next week on TNT with AEW, or vice versa, Jon Moxley may be showing up at Hard to Kill.
Sammy tight-lipped us when we asked him, and Sammy and Moxley got history, so who knows?
Yeah.
But I got to address something with Sami Callihan. You guys can clip this out, or clip this and put it and tag Sammy. He gave me shit. Bill, you will know. You watched with the whole Ghostbuster conversation yesterday. He's full of shit because he's like, well, that's not Gozer. But, it is Gozer because Gozer can manifest into anything. So you remember at the scene where she opens her fridge earlier in the movie, right? And she sees the Gozer palace and all that, and the dog yells Zool at her. Right?
Yeah.
And she closes it. And then she later on, she meets up with Venkman. And Venkman's like, so what'd you find out about my case? He's like, well, Gozer was a Sumerian god and this and that. He died in this year. And she goes, but what's he doing in my icebox? He was in the icebox. The dog was in the icebox. The dog is Gozer. That's how it works.
Gozer, the traveler Gozer.
I'm going to battle Sami Callihan on that. The dog, Gozer can manifest in whatever form. That's the idea. Remember, Gozer was a Stay Puft fucking Marshmallow Man at one point. Let's not forget that too. It's all Gozer, all of it.
you know what he's going to come back with?
Tell me HEMI sucks and I can go to hell. He's like, kill me. By the way, update. If you guys missed that last night, we had Sami Callihan on the show. He did nothing but berate all of the three guys for 25 minutes. He put Alicia over. He berated us. He kicked me out of my own band.
Called me Spider Nate Webb.
Yeah, which Spider Nate Webb responded to you about an hour ago. I don't know if you saw that, Jay.
He did. He's like,
very nice.
I was like, oh my god, is he gonna invade too now?
Is Jay? I just gotta say, is J Bone a teenage dirtbag?
He was a teenage dirtbag at least.
He listens to Iron Maiden.
That's true.
I'm a retired teenage dirtbag. I turned that over to my son.
I did invite Spider Nate Webb to the show next week to confront you. We'll see if he takes you up on it, J Bone. That'd be nice to get the Spider on the show. But
killing me.
He's been invited. We're gonna bug him till he says yes. But yeah, if you guys missed that interview, Sami Callihan is up last night. We talked about everything: Hard to Kill, Genesis, the AEW stuff, you name it. We discussed it, and even some TV shows, Cobra Kai. You gave us. I think we could have kept going with him. I don't think he was in a rush to get off there, Bill. We get told this by Dr. Ross that you got 25 minutes and get the hell out of it. But the guests are never eager to leave us. They're willing to stay with, hang out with us.
Well, especially if they're just poking fun at everybody.
That's true, which usually happens. But that's cool. I'm glad we broke the news here tonight. Good call, boys. That's a big one because last time we did this, it was when Kenny showed up, and it was a huge boost from all the AEW fans. So, any AEW fans in here tonight, first time listening to us, welcome. We do we're the post show every Tuesday for Impact, and we do throwbacks Thursday and a Impact Plus breakdown in open forum Sunday nights and pay-per-views. So if you're joining us, all the new folks joining us, welcome and welcome to Total Nonstop Impact. And this is 3 out of the 5 of us. The 5th one never shows up. The 5th wheel, that game show, Bill, the 5th wheel.
Yes.
Never shows. Our 5th wheel never shows up once in a while. But
so Trent, just to answer one of the questions here, I know Rex was saying it. Do you give AEW credit in this storyline?
Like tonight?
Yeah, like I'm not sure. Let me see if Rex asked for tonight or just overall.
Okay.
He also wants to know why you hate AEW. I don't think you hate AEW.
I don't hate anything, Rex. Okay, life's too short to hate anything. I hate Kyle. That's about it. I don't hate anything. But no, I don't look. It's time. I just don't have time to dedicate into AEW. And I was not a big fan of certain things that were going on, and so I just didn't get time to really invest in it. My time really went to Impact. You know, I got to pick and choose between all the stuff I do. So it was always Impact for me. Impact was going to win. But no, obviously, look, they're together now. I'm hooked. I got quite a few friends who from the Indies who I worked with personally at AAW who are now in AEW. So it's not like I hate them. I want my friends to keep working and succeeding. They're on TV now. It's great to see people I know on television. So it's not that I hate them. It's just time to invest in them. That's all.
All right.
Oh, actually, Rex, who the hell are you to question me? Don't ever question me again on my show. Don't ever question where I stand. Again, go ahead, Bill.
Well, and I know people have been mixed on some other towns that have come in. I think the Good Brothers. But right now, I would say this is just another. They paid dividends once again with this appearance tonight for Impact.
Yeah,
they get they're all about the brand. The tag titles, TNT. Just leave it at that. That's you can't measure how valuable they've been for Impact.
Absolutely. That they between this stuff here, talking shop, the Forbes write-ups, the business ventures that they've done, the partnerships in 6 months. What the Good Brothers have done. 6 months, right, Bill? They came in at the
Slammiversary.
6 months. What they've done, remarkable. It's very rare that you can, like Bill said, you get those kind of dividends that quickly. I mean, it's why, but that's how you. I mean, and Jay, you watch them up north, like, or you watch their stuff up north, right? Like, they had a run, then they kind of got buried. Is that what happened up there, Jay?
Sorry, I was just responding to Donut.
But they did. They went there and got buried.
In the chat asking us a million questions. Save that for Sunday. Sorry, Donuts. We're trying to keep it the topic tonight. No offense, Donuts. What were you asking, Trent?
The Good Brothers, when they were up north, they kind of had a run and they kind of got buried a little bit towards the end. Is that what happened?
It was really up and down. I mean, they did have the tag champs for a while. They actually did headline one of the nights of WrestleMania with AJ versus The Undertaker, which was literally their last hurrah. And then they got canned immediately afterwards. So it was, they had some highlights, and then the other times it's like, when they did become tag champs, it was, ripped out from underneath them shortly later. So they had some high highs, but then, low lows immediately following. So it was a roller coaster, but it was okay. It wasn't all bad.
Gotcha. Well, listen, here they're definitely making some magic, which I love them. I think they're great for the brand. They are absolutely great for Impact Wrestling, and they're dedicated. And we got them for another 2 years, I think. So get used to them. They're not going anywhere right now. So that's where we're at. Anything else to note that popped up today?
No, that's it. Let's keep this short and sweet tonight. It's late.
Yeah. Now, Jay, did you do a Smash This podcast review also tonight?
I did with Basil. Yeah, we did a full episode review over on Smash This Podcast of AEW. We do that every week on Wednesday nights, but I also wanted to get on here because this was big news. I felt we should at least touch on it tonight briefly, talk about the invasion of sorts, and that the band is getting back together. The band is growing. The Young Bucks have, and it also, and I don't know if we mentioned this. It's late and I'm really freaking tired, but hey, the Young Bucks may show up on Impact Wrestling now too, aka Generation Me. It's been a while, so
I kept saying Gen Me.
You yelling Gen Me at them?
Yes.
Nice.
Listen, you never know. That's the thing. Now, to me, now the actual door is open. And this is like we had a crack open with everything else. The door now, to me, is open because now the exchange has happened. Our belts are there. Now it's a two-way street. So this is where, if you want to see things, and I don't think it's not ending at Hard to Kill. You can't end this right away at Hard to Kill. I doubt it's going to end that soon. I mean, Bill, I see this at least going a few months.
Yeah, I thought, my hope, I guess, was more Slammiversary is where maybe this hits a crescendo with maybe a title match, title versus title, something like that.
Yeah.
But I see definitely going with you there, like Rebellion a couple months from now for sure, but maybe into Slammiversary season. That'd be a good way to possibly capitalize on it.
How about this? You heard it here first. This caps off in a lethal lockdown.
I was thinking the same thing with the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But then you have a mix. It could be a AEW and Impact wrestlers mixed together on teams, not Impact versus AEW.
AEW had a cage match concept too, right? Jay, there wasn't called War Games. What do they call it? They had some kind of cage match deal.
Well, they were going to do Blood and Guts that got canceled.
That got canceled.
I had tickets to it.
Oh,
it was just being New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Yeah, that's right. Because somebody I knew was going to that. Might have been you, but yeah. That's when they got canceled. Actually, it's funny. They were talking. Sammy Callahan says the band sucks, but we were in talks with them about using some music for Blood and Guts. So put that out there. So, but it never happened. But anyway,
wait. Are you saying Trent was going to be working for the other side?
Well, we got contacted. Nothing happened. I signed something. It was.
See, that answers the question earlier. Rex, he was gonna support them musically.
Hey, listen, Bill. The money's green, no matter where it comes from, my friend. I mean, no, it was. We were in some preliminary talks about using some music, which listen. I'd love for them to use it still. That'd be great. But we did talk a little bit, but then that was like right when that got canceled. Like, I'm talking week before, and I talked to the music guy. He's like, yeah, it's kind of on hold, and I'm like, yeah, totally understand. Let me know whatever. So
hey, at least you got your foot in the door. You
yeah.
know?
Well, Kevin Sullivan, my buddy from Impact. That's who hooked it all up. So
yeah,
it's
there you go.
Make connections, everybody. You never know. Be nice to everybody. You never know who's going to come through for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else? Anybody got anything in the chat? I mean, there's a lot of chat going on. Here.
Tony Schiavone and Tony Khan's face looked more punchable in person than on
TV. Where were they at now? Were they near you? Did you see them?
No. Tony got in the ring for the weigh-in with Brian Cage tonight. And Tony, and I think he did this last time, always comes out before the show goes to air on TNT after dark and before the show, and he'll give kind of like a 30-second thanks for coming out type thing. Don't say the F word because we're on live TV and we'll have to pay a fine.
like he doesn't have the money to pay the fine. Come on. You guys remember?
He just paid for what was it? Jungle Boy's music to be used. What is it? Tarzan?
He used Tarzan Boy from the Ninja Turtles.
Tarzan Boy.
Wow. Do you guys remember? Side note, do you remember when Brett on Raw, like in '97, snapped and swore on TV, like when he's like, "This is fucking bullshit." No, remember that when he shoves Vince and all that? Like Vince took the money hit because it was worth the TV. So sometimes the F word, Tony Khan, sometimes that F word is worth the money. I don't know what they charge for it now, but
they were trying like hell to censor everyone, and within the first hour, there was at least 5 different. They were trying to bleep them out, but it was like a half a second too late, so everything was getting through. It was hilarious.
Listen, it can't be worse than the asylum censor guy who would just lose his mind on what to censor and what not to censor. So it can't be any worse than that. Which, by the way, the Asylum homecoming was a year ago today, I believe. Well, it's Thursday now, but Wednesday. It was a year ago. Just this, wasn't it like I could have sworn I just saw that Basil posted something on his Twitter today that it was homecoming was like a year ago today. So we were all there, and or not a year. I'm sorry, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Oh, yeah, it was hard to kill last year. Yeah. 2 years ago. Sorry, 2 years ago today. So we were all there for the Asylum. That was a nice little memory too. Which, now I will give. Oh, go ahead,
Bill. Your insane drive that you made from homecoming. I still can't get over that one. That was honestly it was close.
It was number one until the drive back after the Lariato show in Georgia.
Yeah.
Because then that was a straight drive back. And that was like 17 hours. So that beat that one.
Oh my God.
But there wasn't work the next day. So that's the difference.
That's right. Because homecoming, you went right to work in the morning.
That was the difference. It was right to work. And it wasn't like COVID times work. Yeah. It was back in the office.
Yeah. It wasn't like where you can be signed in and go to bed. Jay, he leaves homecoming in Nashville at the Asylum. He leaves that. Main event goes off. You know, Johnny wins. Johnny's champion, walks off. The whole thing happens, and then Bill leaves the arena, goes right back to Philly. Man, that was nuts. And we're walking. He went right to work. I couldn't believe it. I was unbelievable. Did the whole fan fest, the show, and then went right to work. Total soldier here. Total soldier.
Oh, and you know what? Since you just said did the whole fan fest, as we're closing out here, Hard to Kill, the celebration. Get in on that celebration, the Zoom call for SaleImpactWrestling.com. Do a Zoom with the talent like a fan fest, which you can't do today, but now you can do it this way. It's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern, Saturday,
early
on the 16th, January 16th. So definitely hop on that. And you also, it helps pay for a $25 gift card to Shop Impact. This T-shirt, Hard to Kill T-shirt, 2 of Trent's cut Bound for Glory canvases signed by talent. And who knows what else.
Yeah, but it's $110, but you get $25 gift certificate to Shop Impact. So it's $85. You know, it's not a lot, guys. And then all the other gifts, it completely pays for itself. It is one of the, honestly, for a fan fest, it's one of the best deals you can ask for. It really is. So I highly recommend picking that up. Sammy was not interested in talking about it yesterday.
He was not.
He did not care about the goddamn celebration. He didn't care.
And just I have to get one more cheap plug I mentioned I was going to go to a place to eat for lunch. Dave's recommendation, he found out it's a soft opening. It's not Pastamania. We love Pastamania, but it's Hulk Hogan's new place, Hogan's Hangout, Clearwater Beach. We went for lunch.
And
Dave, he said it could happen. It did happen. We pull in for lunch at like a 1:30. 2 minutes after we get there, who pulls up?
You're kidding.
The Hulkster.
You're kidding me. Are you serious?
Awesome. To have lunch. The Hulkster pulled up to have lunch.
Got his picture taken.
Yeah, so I'm there with Dave and his brother. First time since Bound for Glory, I have a picture with the Hulkster back in 2011. So yeah, no, very good. Like he had his meal, took pictures with everybody in the place that 101. Kudos.
Very cool, Bill. That's awesome. You and Dave both got one?
We got a picture together. Dave got one with him and his brother. And I think he might have posted them. I haven't done any kind of social media today since it's been running around. But yeah, no, I'll definitely make sure it's out there. And that'll definitely go on the Instagram with the crew.
That's a fun one. Good stuff, Bill. Very cool.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, a little jealous, right? A little jealous. Awesome.
I was a little Hulkster. Yeah, you were a little Stinger. I was a little Hulkster.
Me and the nurse got to meet Hulk last year before everything shut down. Or not last year before, summer before last, at the sports convention in Chicago. Super nice guy to the fans. Really, really cool. And yeah, good dude. That's awesome. That's a fun little run in, man. But yeah, Jay, let's wrap it up. We got nothing else. Let's keep this where it's at. Let's get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. We got the throwback episode 53. Bill, you're on the road tomorrow?
I will. I'll probably be around. I'll probably be around tomorrow.
Okay. Oh yeah.
No shows tomorrow, so I'll probably be around tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, if Bill's back from the shows, he can join us. But yeah, 53. Mark will pop in too. He asked if he can be on this one. So Mark's kind of becoming a regular with us on the throwbacks. He loves watching them with us. So Mark will be on. And
Mark's going to join me on Smash earlier in the day tomorrow, probably about 12 hours from now. Jiminy Christmas. We're going to do Genesis predictions.
Awesome. So Genesis predictions will be on Smash. And then Saturday we'll do Genesis, and we'll do the dual stream like we do, like the dual cast, simulcast between the two sister channels here that we got. So we'll do that on Saturday. So yeah, guys. So catch NWA TNA number 53. Just hang out with us again tomorrow night around about 9 p.m. ish Central is what we're planning on. Usually we try to go for those. So come hang out. We'll do that, and then that should be it. Anything else?
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Take them out, J-Bone. Take us out with that outro. Well, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night for the throwback. Thanks you guys for setting this up. I saw the message late, so thanks for popping me in. But
it's all
awesome. Good. Sounds good, everybody. We will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night, and Bullet Club for life, I guess. There you go. Do that thing.
Too sweet.
See ya.